I bid you all good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. So let's spare a thought for those living in the expensive city of Toronto, where they're paying $4,000 to $6,000 in property tax for an average detached home. Average detached home, nothing spectacular, and expensive car insurance, expensive hydro, expensive gas, expensive natural gas, that is, for the homes, just expensive rents. Just now, auto insurance rates in Ontario going up as much as 11%. This was posted yesterday. I kind of want to cover it. It's kind of important because the cost, what's going to happen is now that the federal, provincial, and municipal governments aren't making a lot of money off real estate, when you pay the taxes and the stamp duty or GST or whatever country you're in, and whatever taxes you pay when you sell a home, homes are not selling as fast as they used to anymore. And now with the CV virus going around, it's not looking good right now, especially with capital flows out of China being pretty much brought to a halt. You're starting to see other things go up. And the same thing happened in Dublin, Ireland. They're raising the price on everything. Why? To help subsidize, right? So Ontario's average cost of auto insurance among the most expensive in the country. Auto insurance rates in Ontario increased by as much as 11% this year, despite the promises from the Ford government to reduce premiums. Radio Canada has learned that the Financial Services Regulatory Authority of Ontario, FSRA, has been given the green light to increase automobile insurance premiums for some 20 insurance companies in the province. Oh my God. Could it be that the vehicles are made more and more cheaper, with cheaper plastics, all from oil-based crap? There was no metal. It's not like a 427 or a 444 Oldsmobile, where you got actual, good material in that car. Everything's all plastic and rubber. It stinks. You probably get cancer from touching the vinyl and stuff. I don't even know, man. I'm just throwing that out there. Shouldn't vehicles be less to insure because they're worth less? I know we were paying more for vehicles, but on a rate of inflation, we're actually paying a little bit less than what the average car costed back in 1979, as opposed to what people pay for cars now. We're actually paying less for cars now because they're cheaply made or mass-produced to a point where they're throwaways. Oh, your transmission's broken? Here, we'll give you one tomorrow. We'll replace it. But I paid so much for this car. You can't fix this one? Oh, it's not worth it for us to fix a transmission. We'll just give you another car. Well, that's, if it's a good dealership you're dealing with, right? Approved rates will increase the average by 1.56% when applied across the total market. The FSRA quarterly updated states with some insurers approved to increases for just over 11% and others by around 10%. So we got Tyrone, who sent me this on Facebook. Guys, if you want to, you can message me on Facebook. Now, he basically, I'm just opening the message here on my other screen here, and it's basically saying he's paying right now for an older Ford Fiesta. He is paying right now $330 a month, and his insurance company is jacking his insurance to $407. So let's see here, $407. He gave me it per month here, so $407. That's almost $5,000 a year for insurance. $4,800. This just goes to show, guys, that our money is worthless. The money has no value. So everything becomes more expensive, but I call it the Great Canadian Peso. Our money's turning into the Great North American Peso or the Canadian Peso or whatever you want to call it. I've been calling it that for years now because I got my electricity bill here. Where was it? It was over here, and I paid $440. Oh, you don't want to pay the bill? We'll cut your power. Then you try to go solar, then you have all these red tape for the municipalities trying to shut you down and trying to stop you from putting up solar. So it's like, how does one win in a tug of war like this? The Ford government promises a major reform of auto insurance system back in April of 2019 when its first budget was was tabled. The exchanges were aimed at increasing the range of plans available to drivers, making the claim processes easier to navigate and creating more competition between insurance providers. There was no specific plan to reduce premiums, but then Finance Minister Vic Fedeli called the proposal a transformative at the time. Why is the provincial, municipal, and federal governments getting involved with car insurance? We have ICBC here. We have ICBC in BC. We don't have insurance companies that we could choose and pick and choose a premium from. It's provincialized. We can't do nothing. Our hands are tied. My insurance doubled, and I have no claims, no claims, no accidents, no nothing for forever in my life. But then my insurance doubled when I just renewed it. It just doubled. I got 2 stoplights in my town. 2 stoplights, and my insurance doubled. Ontario has one of the lowest accident and death rates in the country, but the average cost of auto insurance in the province is among the most expensive, according to data collected by the Insurance Bureau of Canada. Ontario has the second highest average cost of auto insurance, ringing in at $1,505. Other provinces of territories trail Ontario, which comes in second. Only British Columbia, which has the average premium at $1,832. Quebec with the lowest at the average $717. So in Quebec, it's still affordable, and British Columbia is like $1,800. That's about what I pay now. I used to pay $900, just under $1,000. Now I'm paying $2,000 now. They just said, "Oh, you don't want it, then don't drive your car." So this is a very free country. I could understand if it had no source of income, and I'm like, well, I can't drive. I ain't working. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing my time. I'm not productive. Well, I'm not going to drive anymore because there's no point. But, man, really? So that's how they're going to start getting you. Utilities are going to be going up, guys. I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video where I read my gas and electricity bill for my home. And you guys could decide where we're getting hit, or how we're getting hit, or how they're going to get us. We can't buy properties anymore. We're completely bought out of our own markets. Now, what's the next step from here? So it's going to be very interesting to see where things go, because no one's making enough money to buy property in their own country that they were born and raised in. So let's see what happens. We'll leave it at that, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.